Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. I hope you're having a great day. Stay positive, stay focused. Let's get to it. What is the hot topic that's going on YouTube or Instagram? Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. Thank you for all your love and support.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't want to leave a comment, that's fine. You can always leave a thumbs up, a heart, a rose, a flower. Any and everything helps with the algorithm. Also, you could always let us know where you're chiming in from. So let's get to it. Let's talk about it. There's several reports that's coming out in regards to Scott is struggling since his car accident. If you ever watched the show, it was basically reported that allegedly, and I don't wish this on anybody, Scott allegedly had a incident in regards to a car accident. And it was reported that his daughter assisted after his accident. His daughter wasn't in the car. Nobody was in the car with him. It was just Scott. On the show, it showed that Chris came over and the daughter was helped cleaning up his wound. Now, I'm not certain from the show if Scott ended up getting emergency care, going to the hospital, whatever transpired. Because if the daughter's cleaning up the wound spots, does that mean that he didn't get into an ambulance and go to emergency and get treatment? So what's basically being reported is that he's been struggling since the accident. Not very mobile, and he's having alleged concerns with his back. That's what's being reported from the Sun. So now you see Chris allegedly helping Tristan get his career off. You see Kim trying to spend time with Tristan. Now you see Khloe stepping in to help Scott. And he's made comments. Now whether they have hooked up, I don't know. Whether Kim and Tristan's hooked up, I don't know. But we get that Khloe and Scott has been very close since after he broke up with Courtney and they were trying to get them back together, because Scott is a storyline. Tristan is a storyline. So is he prolonging? Why isn't he going to get treatment for his aching body and back? That's the big question. That's the big question. Did an ambulance come on the scene and then they didn't finish cleaning him up? I don't know. Let's listen into what the Sun had to say, and then we're going to go from there.
Expressed concern for Scott Disick in a new episode of The Kardashians. As she said, the business mogul was, quote, barely mobile. In the series, Scott opened up about suffering from back pain after his August 2022 car accident, where he flipped his Lamborghini. He said, quote, ever since that car accident, it got worse over time. After suggesting physical therapy, Khloe said in a confessional, quote, I think Scott maybe needs a little pep talk because this is probably the unhealthiest I've seen him. He's barely mobile and it's all from his back, so that wouldn't make anyone feel good. Khloe suggested Scott get an e-stim machine, which uses electric current to stimulate specific nerves and move along the healing process.
So why aren't they referring him to get that same back scan that Chris got, the same alleged scan that Kim also got? Mind you, in Chris' video, she talks about my knees, my hips. Chris was literally talking about all the concerns she had. Now, mind you, Scott's accident happened, 5-6 months ago? They posted about it. Why isn't he getting proper care?
Quote, barely mobile. In the series, Scott opened up about suffering from back pain after his August 2022 car accident, where he flipped his Lamborghini. He said, quote, ever since that car accident, it got worse over time. After suggesting physical therapy, Khloe said in a confessional, quote, I think Scott maybe needs a little pep talk because this is probably the unhealthiest I've seen him. He's barely mobile and it's all from his back. So that would...
So what wishes in regards to Scott? So it's basically saying, I think Scott needs a little pep talk, because he is probably the most unhealthiest I've ever seen him. The show is the most unhealthiest we've ever seen it. So now they're getting older. They're going to start talking about their health concerns. That's what Chris is talking about. That's what Scott is talking about. That's what Tristan's been talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting how our the stories are boring, y'all. I'm sorry. They're boring. They're dreadful. Not a healthy relationship to save their life. And the one healthy relationship they have, they want to bring drama to Courtney and Travis. So if he needs assistance, he needs to go see a doctor. Khloe's not a doctor. Khloe's not a counselor. Khloe isn't, Khloe shouldn't be advising him. He should be advising himself through his doctor on what he needs. If he needs the physical therapy, if he needs something. So they're utilizing Tristan and Scott for a storyline. I told y'all, they had Scott sitting there listening to these girls talk. Scott would literally sit there and talk to Kim, talk to Khloe, and ask them about their lives so they could just have somebody to talk to. Because they're tired of people are saying Kim and Khloe sitting there talking to each other, boring. They needed Scott's listening ear. So they're using Scott and they're using Tristan as a storyline. So he's basically saying Scott Disick reveals why his ex-life is terrible. Probably because of his back. He needs to go see a physician. So, of course, there's a story in regards to boring Khloe talking about her mom and how she allegedly cheated on the dad. And this is the biggest thing. They love making Khloe look bad. Sorry. They love that she's in an unhealthy relationship. If Khloe had moved on and dated someone else, left Tristan alone 5 years ago, after the first child, it would be a healthier situation for Khloe. No, they love trying to make Scott stay with Courtney, unhealthy. Khloe stay with Tristan, unhealthy. Mothers, teach your daughters different. Teach them about being healthy, safe relationship. Chris is getting a bag in regards to her daughters having unhealthy relationship. Who supports a man that cheated on your daughter? Who supports a man that cheated on your daughter? Made her go into early pregnancy. Trying to talk to Kylie's best friend, Jordan. And like I said before, Tristan had that party. He didn't invite Khloe. He didn't invite Kylie. He didn't invite Kim, nor did he invite Chris. But Jordan was there. Set up. Plot plans. I'm telling you, they're weird. The media, they love media attention. They love that Khloe's in an unhealthy relationship with Tristan. If his roof caved in or there was roof problems, did we ever see pictures about that? So I can't confirm or deny. If a man had problems with his house, why not go into an Airbnb? Why not be in a hotel? No, Khloe loved to be there for Tristan. Khloe loves trying to be there for Scott too. Trauma bonding. So like I said, in another video, Kris Jenner actually hooked up Tristan in regards to him getting the job at ESPN. So you're telling me she helped you get a job at ESPN? Huh? Really? Okay. So he cheats on the daughter. You help him get a job at ESPN, and you're helping him because he's a storyline. They love you using Tristan. They love it.
What's happening? Tell me. Catch me up. I'm so excited.
Everything's been great. ESPN.
Weird.
It's been obviously, first of all, appreciate you helping make this all happen.
This is a dream.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that we could have that call on Friday and they said, "Can you start Monday?"
Yeah.
That never happens to anyone.
No, I'm excited, but thank you. You made it happen. You made a couple calls. Ding, ding, ding. You're like, my boy wants to do ESPN. Let's make it happen. All right.
I was able to reach out to ABC, Disney, and really express how talented I thought Tristan was and how they would really benefit from him being a part of the ESPN team, for example.
How many games in a row did you play, Tristan? How many years before you missed a game? Because I remember this.
Iron Master, 5 years. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This is what MVPs do. It's what the art of negotiating. I think that's where you've mastered.
Well, when it's that easy, it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's so rewarding for me.
Yeah.
So what's happening? Tell me.
So that's the biggest thing. They love utilizing Tristan. You got Kim hanging out with Tristan, But Tristan's with her kid, but not Tristan and True. You got Tristan hanging out with Sam, but Tristan's not allegedly supporting the child with Jordan Craig, and he's not supporting Theo. So the Kardashians are supporting him, not supporting his kids. Where they do that at? We need you to be our storyline. Don't go over there helping with them, because then you become their storyline. A man should take care of his seed so they can have a great, bright future. The Kardashians can allegedly be slight selfish. They want people to be there for them, supporting them. Scott and Kourtney, who wanted that to continue? When Scott was having problems dating younger girls, but they kept making Scott think that Kourtney was coming back to him. And then she cut ties and got with Travis Barker. She needed to. She needed a healthy relationship. And Travis is not like Scott. Travis is not like Tristan. So the K's and the J's don't like that. He's not problematic. They're trying to make a bunch of stories that he's problematic, that he was in love with Kim, and that him and Kim got together. Well, if Kim did break up his marriage, why aren't they talking about that? And then his Travis Barker's memoir, the love he had for Kim, but now he's married to Kourtney. And they should be happy, healthy, but no. Kim and Chris wants to bring drama to Kourtney, because without Kourtney, the show is basically nothing. People say Kourtney and Scott carried the show. The show would have never even continued past Kourtney and Scott. So now they're trying to make Khloe and Tristan the same way. Unhealthy relationships. And then if allegedly he's not helping with his kids, that's sad. They should check him for that. But then this is the biggest thing. Kim wants to spend time with Tristan, and his daughter ain't even there. Who does that? Stop playing with me. Well wishes. They love toxic relationships. They love unhealthy relationships. Morals are in question. It is what it is. They want us to be like, ooh, ah, oh, she's there for him. Tristan's mom has passed, R.I.P. Kanye's mom has passed, R.I.P. And Scott's mom and dad has passed, R.I.P. Who did they go to? Her, for advice. Well wishes. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe.